So resuming the custom card review streak, we're going to be talking about a Dokkan Fest LR, the duo surpassing Space and Time, Vegeta and King Vegeta, and it's coming in from Liam. But before I go ahead and read Liam's custom cards, send me custom cards over to bhfcustomcards@gmail.com to get your custom card as soon as possible while I'm getting all these recent custom cards out of the way. Now, you guys have still been sending me custom cards even though I've been on a small hiatus. Thank you. I'm just gonna go ahead and say that outright, because I did see a couple of brand new cards get sent into the email. I think someone sent one like a day or two ago. Like, just the dedication is unreal. I gotta just applaud that. So, without further ado, we're gonna be looking at the King Vegeta slash Vegeta card, and we're gonna save the Goku and Bardock for a live stream, which I should do a live stream this month because I have been slacking terribly on live streams. Also, this is my first video of 2025, so of course, happy late new year. Okay, anyways, we got the 200% Let's Go pulled up because he did leave it inside of the document, so W. Okay, so with that being said, Dokkan Fest LR, the duo surpassing Space and Time. That kind of reminds me of like Pokemon with like Dialga and Palkia. I love it. Like, cause Space is Palkia and Time is all Dialga. I love Pokemon. Okay, anyways, the leader skill is Pure Saiyans, Bond of Parent and Child, or Super Saiyans 4 key and 200% across the board. And the additional 2 key and 30% of stats is to Gifted Warriors or Vegeta's family. Sorry if I'm reading a little bit off because I've just been doing these custom card reviews like very far apart. Like, I did the last custom card review about 2+ weeks ago, so if my reading sounds a little funny, I am sorry. So what else is the additional 2 key and 30% of stats at is to Gifted Warriors or Vegeta's family. I think that was called Prodigal Warrior, right? I think that's what it's called before, until Global got the translation and it was Gifted Warriors. I believe that's what it was. Plus an additional 1 key and 50% to stats and 12% damage reduction to extreme class allies. Wow. So if you do get the entire leader skill from this card, you're getting, what's that? Of course, it's going to be double. That's going to be 7 key and 280% the stats. That's 280% to attack, defense, and HP with 12% damage reduction. Wow, if you get that whole leader skill, that's what you're getting. That's correct, right? Yeah, it's 7 key and 280% to stats, as well as 12% damage reduction. Granted, the whole leader skill is fulfilled. Okay, wow. Yeah, characters on the 230% leader skill rather than the 280% leader skill. This is just above and beyond. I mean, 230% of stats is just crazy enough. But yeah, this is what the 230% leader skill is going to be looking like. Not really too much to comment on it. I mean, you do have options like of course, you have in Evolution Blue Vegeta. You have the LR Super Saiyan 2 Angel Vegeta. Of course, you do want the Goku. You want a Busaka Goku so you can maximize this guy. You do have the Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. Of course, he is boosted as of right now before the 10th anniversary. And so on and so forth. And Tech SSJ Vegeta and a couple other options. I mean, would this guy be good to run with these guys? Because I'm going to assume, based off of this Bible passage of a passive, this car is going to be very strong, just like in general, because they're a 280% leader skill while giving 12% damage reduction to extreme class allies. Doesn't include himself, by the way. Okay, anyways, their passive, Power of the Royal Father and Son Warriors, activates the interest animation once only, and 150% attack and defense, as well as guard for the first 4 turns from start of turn when there is another Pure Saiyans category ally on the team at the start of characters attacking turns. That is very easy to get off. And they get 4 key and 210% attack and defense baseline, and they get an additional 3 key per key star obtained, of course very strong, and they get an additional 75% attack and defense and effective against all types when there is a super class enemy. Okay, so you want to face a super class enemy for those additional stats, and you also get additional 175% attack and defense as the first attacker in the turn, so they want slot 1 for those additional stats, and after 4 turns have elapsed from first attacking turn, they get a 75% chance of guarding. Okay, and when there's a Pure Saiyans category ally on the team, they get a 50% chance to dodge in the turn. And if there's a superclass enemy, they get an additional 30% chance to dodge. So you really want to face a superclass enemy so you get that additional 75% attack and defense, effective against all types, and that additional 30% chance to dodge. So that'll all add up to, what's that? Granted, that's after the 4th turn. You're going to have a 75% chance to guard with up to an 80% chance to dodge. Granted, you are going up against that superclass enemy, right? And they also get 12% attack and defense per int keys are obtained. I'm going to assume that they're orb changer. And they also get 1 key. No, they give 1 key, excuse me. They give 1 key and 16% attack and defense to all allies, excluding self, each time guard is activated. Wow. So let's say you have this character taking 3+ hits, right? Because when their guard is activated. Does that stack? There's no way that stacks. No, it does, because it says each time guard is activated. Wow, that's very strong. Yeah, that's very, very strong. Wow, okay. You take 3 hits, that's 3 key, and that's quick math, that's 30%, of course, 6, 12, 18. That'd be 48% attack and defense, I think. Yeah, that'd be, because this character activates its guard 3 times in the first slot. And, of course, that'd be 3 key, and then that would be, I'm going to assume that's 48% attack and defense. I'm going to assume, I'm just doing the just quick math. I'm not sure if that's correct, but if so, that's pretty good. And then of course it's going to continue to stack each time this character takes a hit after they super attack. So that's good. That's good. That's strong. Okay. When key is 18 or more, launches an additional 18 key super attack and launches 3 additional attacks with a 50% chance to come a super attack. Okay. Of course, that's self-explanatory, just strong. An additional 6% to additional super attack chance each time guard is activated. Okay, so they want their guard to proc after those first 4 turns of them having that guarantee guard. And when key is 20 or more, launches 5 additional attacks, 3 of which are guaranteed super attacks, and a 50% chance of the others becoming super attacks. Okay. Changes key spheres of a certain type to int key spheres. So of course, I mean, my assumption was correct. This card is an orb changer to their specific typing, and survives KO attacks directed at this character once per turn. So first 4 turns, this card is going to have guard with quite a decent amount of stats. Guard with up to an 80% chance to dodge. My thing is that, granted, you want to face the extreme class. You want to face the super class enemy, right? So you get up to an 80% chance to dodge. My thing is, this card doesn't have to face a super class enemy because you're still gonna have that 50% chance to dodge regardless. Guard within the first 4 turns. Guard an 80% chance to dodge. Ridiculous support. Can do up to how many supers? Because it says when your key is 18 or more, you launch a guaranteed 18 key super. This card is just doing a barrage of supers and has strong defensive abilities to fall back on, very super strong support, and they're creating orbs while getting 3 key per keys to obtain, surviving KO attacks. The whole gist of this card is to either A, take those hits, and you know what, that's not even true. This card's whole gimmick is to do a whole lot of super attacks. Card strong. I mean, bro, how do you even break down this card? Card strong. Strong support, strong defensive abilities. I mean, strong offense. Like, this card could do like 8+ supers. Is that crazy to say? Like 8+ supers, bro. Okay. Anyways, they're 12 key. That being father and son combo. Greatly stack attack and defense. Does colossal damage and greatly lowers attack. So obviously a strong 12 key super. And their 18 key super, that being Big Bang attack and Orga Blaster. Hope I said that correctly. 100% attack and defense. Of course, they're stacking. They're massively stacking attack and defense, doing mega colossal damage to the enemy, and greatly lowers the enemy's defense and seals them. So strong super attack effects. I mean, just across the board. Who cares about them greatly lowering attack and greatly lowering defense and sealing when they are massively stacking attack and defense on their 18 key and greatly stacking attack and defense on their 12 key. So this card is literally indestructible. You're like, is it crazy to say that we haven't even got to the Super Saiyan form, right? It's crazy to say, like, is it, that you can go the entire fight in this form only, because this card will be the only card on rotation doing super attacks if you let them. Active skill, Super Saiyan, transforms and recovers 100% HP, so it's a free Senzu Bean. And active skill condition can be activated when HP is 50% or less, or when there is a super class enemy starting from the 4th turn from attacking turn once only. Alright, so Super Saiyan Vegeta and Super Saiyan King Vegeta. That looks... I don't know how to feel about Super Saiyan King Vegeta. Okay, so the passive, power of the Royal Father and Sun Warriors. Okay, that's power of the Golden Royal Father and Sun Warriors. Bro, it's passive. Let's read the super attack effects first, right, real quick. So, their 12 key post transformation, Spirit of the Golden Royal Saiyans. What's that? 50% attack and defense. No, whoa. So, I don't think I've ever seen this before. 50% attack and defense, excluding self, for all allies for 3 turns. Does Meg Colossal damage, it's a 12 key by the way, and massively lowers defense. Ridiculous support. That's 50% attack and defense for 3 turns for all allies. Okay. 18 key. Father and Son Golden Gallon Gun. Okay, my bad. Golden Gallon Gun. 100% attack and defense for all allies, excluding self for 4 turns. Causes super mega colossal damage to enemy, and mastery lowers attack and stuns the enemy for 3 turns, bro. I'm just skipping over the passive for just a quick second to look at the super attack effects. Might as well look at the active skill real quick too. Active skill, Golden Final Explosion, super massively raises attack temporarily and causes super ultimate damage to all enemies. All attacks in turn crit, allies included, so the entire rotation gets guaranteed crits. All allies get 112% attack and defense. Guys, we haven't even read their passive yet, which, I mean, you guys probably paused it and read it because, you know, I wanted to take a look at the super attack effects first. I haven't read this passive yet, and I already know this card does not need to let any other card in the rotation attack. They don't. If you don't, unless you don't let them attack and let somebody else on the rotation attack, like another card, you don't need to let any other card attack. Okay. Anyways, where are we at? That's right. All allies get 112% attack and defense, including self, for the rest of the battle. All allies get guard chance plus 35%, self excluded, for the rest of the battle. So you're given the entire rotation just for the rest of the battle. Free guard chance and attack and defense. Directs enemy attacks towards this character for 3 turns and guards for 3 turns. And the active skill condition can be activated starting from the next attacking turn after the character receives an attack once only, or an HP is 50% or less starting from the next attacking turn once only. My brother, and the links go as shown. For the pre-transformation, Saiyan Warrior Race, Prepare for Battle, Prodigies, the Saiyan Lineage, Saiyan Pride, Royal Lineage, and Legendary Power. Post-transformation, Saiyan Lineage goes to Super Saiyan, and Royal Lineage goes to Golden Warrior. And then these are the categories as shown if you guys do want to pause and read. Now we get to the passive. Okay, power of the Golden Royal Father and Sun Warriors. 7 key and 400% attack and defense. Baseline. Disables enemies' guard canceling abilities. Okay. Plus additional 4 key per keystone obtained. When there is a super class enemy, effective against all types, and guaranteed crit against tech type units, and 100% attack and defense. Guards all attacks for 6 turns. Yeah, I thought I read that correctly. Did I read that correctly? I did. Yeah, guards all attacks for 6 turns from first attacking turn. A 60% chance to dodge before attacking, plus additional 20% chance if there's a super class enemy before attacking. 40% chance to dodge after super attacking. So before they attack, they have a 80% chance to dodge. Post super, they have a 40% chance to dodge. Okay. Where are we at? Initial 200% attack and defense as the first attacker in a turn. After 6 turns have elapsed from the first attacking turn, an 80% chance to guard enemies' attacks. They also have a unrestricted 55% damage reduction. Does this card have every defensive ability? Because they have guard, damage reduction, and dodge. So far, just tips it over the scale. 16% attack and defense per int keys are obtained, 2 key, and 20% attack and defense for all allies every time the guard is activated. So if they get hit 4 times, because it's each time the guard is activated, they're giving just a free, I don't know, 8 key and 80% attack and defense. Okay. Including self for the support, by the way. When key is 18 or more, launches 2 additional 18 key supers and launches 4 other additional attacks. Like, bro, like how do I talk about this card? One thing I do gotta say is that, oh no, they'd be able to get hit after they super because they only have up to a 40% chance to dodge post super. I was gonna say they're not gonna really be able to get their support off. Not that it fucking matters because this card's strong anyways, but they're not gonna be able to get their support off as much because they have up to a 80% chance to dodge before they attack. It's gonna be more so after they super, right? Yeah, it more so is. Okay, I was gonna say the dodge hurts them before they super for their support, but who gives a damn? Because this card's already giving ridiculous support from their super attack effects anyways. Anyways, where was I at? Launches 4 other additional attacks, each of which having a 60% chance of becoming a super attack. Like, bro, I don't even know how to talk about this card. Liam, like, I'm speechless. Like, come on now. This plus 8% to additional super attack each time guard is activated. When key is 20 or more, launches 7 additional attacks, 5 of which guarantee super attacks, and a 60% chance of others becoming super attacks. Liam, brother, talk to me. Come on. Come on, Liam. What are we doing here? This card is just ridiculously strong. Like, this is the epitome of a custom card. This is a custom card. Anyways, changes key spheres of a certain type to int, of course, from the pre-transformation to the post-transformation. Nice. And survives a KO attack directed at this character twice per turn. This card is not getting KO'd. I'm just gonna go and say that outright. It recovers 34% HP at start of character's attacking turn for the rest of the battle. Okay, ridiculously strong card. Can do like just a bajillion super attacks. Yes. Ridiculous amount of stats built into the card. Has every defensive ability to fall back on, that being guard, damage reduction, and dodge. This card's not dying. And I would like to assume, since Liam did not show the stats, that this card does have high stats. One thing I was gonna say is that the support could be a problem for this card because they do have that dodge chance before they super, and then after supering they do have that 40% chance to dodge. But I mean, they're supporting inside their super attack effect, so who gives a damn? And then they give this support right over here for the rest of the battle, as well as that guard chance support for the rest of the battle too, which is just crazy work, bro. So Liam, ridiculously strong card, uber strong, just offensive unit with every defensive ability to fall back on in their post transformation. Pre transformation, you don't even need to transform them. You don't gotta transform them. You just don't. You don't. But anyways, send me custom cards over to bhfcustomcards@gmail.com to get to your custom card as soon as possible. I'm getting all these recent custom cards out of the way. I think we're back into the full swing of things because the holidays are gone. And yeah, that's gonna be that. I don't think I have much more to say. The holidays are gone. We're ready to get this year rolling. Yeah, I think it's gonna be that. Join the 24/7 Discord server. Link to our Discord community server is down below in the description, so you guys are joined today. And yeah, I think that's all. I did say bhfcustomcards@gmail.com. I appreciate you guys for watching. You guys are the best. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you guys next video. I absolutely love you all. Man, it just feels weird to do videos like over a 2-week span. Like, don't worry, we're getting back into the swing of things. Peace.